Now we're going to tell you why expats love Salinas, Ecuador.
Yeah, this was our second choice. We seriously considered moving to Salinas when we left the United States, but we ended up choosing Cuenca just because we thought it would be an easier landing zone since we had never lived outside the U.S. before.
One of the great things about Salinas is that there is a lot of affordable housing options.
The whole beach is developed, so there are like 100 condo buildings. I don't know how many there are exactly, but there's a lot. The whole beach is lined with high-rise condos. Plus, there's a lot of single-family homes off-beach, a lot of low-rise condo options.
Yes, and there's a lot of options for sale and for rent, so you have that nice variety as well.
We did a real estate tour while we were there, and we feature several condos. One of them starts at $100,000, so it's definitely a lot more affordable options.
It is absolutely beautiful out this morning. It is muy tranquilo. And the weather, the temperature is perfect. Salinas has beautiful beaches, and Chipipe is known as one of the prettiest beaches on the coast of Ecuador.
It's nice and wide with soft sand, and there's like a bounce house off the beach for your kids to go play in. It's like floating out there.
I think that you could play in that as an adult too, JP.
That would be fun.
It looks like a ton of fun. The surf is calm there, so you can paddleboard, you can just go swimming, or you can just chillax.
You can also go for a nice long walk, although you have to walk around the Salinas Yacht Club, but the beach goes all the way down to Punta San Lorenzo, so it's really a nice beach walk.
It is a nice beach walk, and if you want to have a little bit more people watching and more action, you could go and hang out on Salinas Beach, the main beach, which is right across from the Malecón. The beach is super clean and the water is really clear, and as you can see, there's not a lot of people here right now, but it is the middle of the week and in the morning. If you want an even more tranquilo beach experience, you could walk over to the San Lorenzo area. They don't have any beach services. It is really beautiful there, and it's a nice area to walk and just relax. Really, what I'd like to do is lay down on the sand and take a nap because it is so peaceful here. These rock formations are really cool, but I guess the tide must come up very high since the water is, well, it's all the way up here.
There are also lots of shopping options in Salinas, both for clothes shopping, but more importantly for food shopping. They have a Mi Comisariato Jr., which is a nice small little grocery store. There is a Mercado. Both of those are walkable. There's also a Super Maxi, but it's a little bit further out on the way to La Libertad, so you might want to take a taxi there.
It's a short cab ride over to Mal del Paseo in La Libertad, and there's a lot more shopping in that whole area. Salinas has a nice variety of really good restaurants.
Yes, you have your surf and turf for those of you who eat that. And there's also lots of pizza joints. There's a new Tex-Mex place, a really nice Italian place. Lucy's is also Mexican. There's an acai bowl place. And we were really excited to have dinner at Charlie's, which is kind of on the way over to La Libertad. It's really popular with expats.
There's also a couple of coffee shops, and of course there's some bars so you can get cocktails as well.
That leads us into another really nice thing about Salinas, and that is it's walkable.
Yeah, you can walk to all those places that we just mentioned.
Yeah, so get your butt out there and walk, because I just read a headline that said that not walking for an hour a day is considered a dangerous activity.
Look, JP, Planet Ice Cream also has a skateboarding ramp with lessons, so we could both learn how to skateboard.
Yeah, right.
Salinas has great weather. It's a desert microclimate, so it is a bit drier, and there are more sunny days.
Yeah, it's definitely drier than Olón was, but that means you're going to need to wear your sunscreen more, and I always wear my sombrero de paja toquilla, which is my Panama hat to keep the sun off my ears and my nose.
Salinas is also a clean city.
Yeah, they have the street sweepers like we've seen in other cities around Ecuador, so there's not a lot of trash piled up around. They're always picking that up. There's also not a ton of construction because it's a pretty well-developed city, so you don't have all that construction material everywhere. They are building a couple of new high-rise condos, so you're going to see those. We also felt like Salinas is very safe.
We did feel safe there. We walked around at night and we did not feel uncomfortable. If you stay in the main areas, there's a lot of lighting, which obviously helps a lot. And we noticed that there was a lot of police presence around as well.
And another sign of safety is when you see children playing in the streets. We see that a lot in some of the cities in Ecuador.
Salinas is relatively close to Guayaquil. It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get there.
Yeah, in Guayaquil you have the international airport, one of two in Ecuador. So you can get pretty much anywhere in the world from there. That's really nice. Plus there's a lot of great healthcare options in Guayaquil. And finally, there is a strong expat community in Salinas. We know several who have lived there over 10 years.
Yeah, and they have weekly expat meetups, there's a lot of activities that you all can do together, and there's a lot of volunteer opportunities. Those are some of the reasons why expats love Salinas, but there are a few drawbacks.
Salinas is a vacation destination, especially for people from Guayaquil, so it can be really packed on the weekends and holidays.
Yeah, and it can get pretty noisy as well.
During the week, the main Malecón street is virtually devoid of cars, but on weekends and holidays, it's bumper to bumper. Another drawback about Salinas is there just isn't a lot to do.
Most of the activities are going to be beach and water related.
Yeah, you're not going to find a lot of museums or performing arts or cultural events. In fact, a lot of the expats who leave Salinas leave because they get kind of bored.
If you want to enjoy the laid-back, tranquilo beach life, however, this will be perfect for you.
Yeah, you can also go visit La Chocolatera, which is kind of a park on the south side of town.
We came to La Chocolatera. This is a park that you have to access through the military base. It's a short cab ride to get over here, and it is worth the time to take, which maybe was what, JP, 5-10 minutes? Super quick trip to see all these stunning views. Right now we're in El Morro, which is another lookout point, and as you can see, we have an incredible view of Salinas behind us. It's really cool to be up here.
That's where the surfing in Salinas is located, because the waves are actually pretty big there. They have surf competitions, and you can see sea lions while you're surfing.
Yeah, those are the only sea lions in Ecuador.
And we were shocked to see the surfers right next to the sea lions, and the sea lions appeared to be enjoying watching them, but that seemed a little dangerous to me, both because of the rocks and the potential lunch snack for a sea lion.
Yeah, those sea lions are really big. Salinas does have an airport, but they are not currently offering any commercial flights.
No, it's just used by the military Air Force base right now. However, they are talking about reactivating the flights to Quito and maybe even to Cuenca. They're trying to get those done because a lot of people do come to Salinas from Cuenca, so that would really help with tourism there.
After living in a couple other places on the coast, we now have a new appreciation for Salinas.
Yeah, now we understand why expats love it so much and why they have for so many years.
We hope you have an unconventional day, and we will see you all in our next video.
Ciao.
Ciao.